I want to talk about the great rescue that God did to rescue you out of the powers of sin. Satan had us bound with some shackles that dynamite couldn't break, psychologists and counseling and rehab. Yet we went right back to our sins again. I look up, sometimes we talk about salvation. Anybody grateful for salvation? Yeah. You know, the word salvation, one of the translations in the New Testament is a Greek word called soteria. And it literally means to rescue or deliver. When the Bible talks about salvation, that word literally means to rescue somebody from. I thought, and I've spoken about it before, how people speak so derogatively. Oh, them a saved soul church. But we have been called to save souls. We the redeemed who have been saved, who have been rescued. As I looked at this story with Lot's rescue, I thought today fitting to remind you of yours and to remember mine. I want to challenge you today that there is freedom in Jesus. That God came to rescue us from sin. And sometimes I know you're saved so long, the battle raging hot. But I think it's good sometimes to look back and reflect on his rescue of us. Do you remember how he saved you? You weren't looking, maybe because and all of our stories, we weren't looking for God, no. We were looking for partying, club, and somehow. Anybody remember Unshackled? Anybody know Unshackled? Pacific Garden Mission, Unshackled. I love it. Because it's just stories, no. It's just testimonies. The thousands and tens of thousands of lives that God rescued in all different ways. Some of them in bar, some of them in brothel, some of them in car. It don't matter, but somehow God's grace met them there and rescued them. Anybody grateful for the rescue mission today? I just want to remind you just a little today of how because okay, would you say that okay, let me use a little Hollywood imagination. Darkness, cries, camp surrounded, everybody hopeless, screams, crying, trembling, weeping, wailing, and gnashing of teeth. And all of a sudden, a trumpet blew. Abraham descended. Nobody quite knew what was happening. And all of a sudden, the enemy's whole and the prisoners. I want you to imagine with me this rescue that got Lot free. This strategic putting together of plans to break the enemy's hold. These enemies had strategically beaten all the other enemies now. All the other kings, Sodom and Gomorrah, the other three cities, they had won victory after victory. Nobody could stop them. But flare, fire, and arrows, and swords, and shield. A rescue mission came. I wonder the look on Lot's face when he looked up and he saw Abraham. You believe he smiled? I believe all Lot back teeth in their show when he realized he had been rescued from the uncertain and that he was saved.